Hey, it's scripture time with Lydia again, and we're going to talk about the things that I'm learning this morning. So we're talking about the Nephites and the Lamanites, and so Mormon has just gotten the plates, and he is recording the history of his people. And he's talking about how the Nephites are up in the upper part of the land, the Lamanites are in the bottom part of the land, and he's seen so much wickedness that it's like even too bad for him to write, like more than any man should ever see in his life. And it says, came to pass in 346th year they began to come upon us again. And it came to pass that I did speak to my people, and did urge them with a great energy that they would stand boldly before the Lamanites. They would fight for their wives, and for their children, and for their houses, and for their homes. And my words did arouse in them somewhat to vigor, insomuch they did not flee from before the Lamanites, but they did stand with boldness against them. And it came to pass that we did contend with an army of 30,000 against an army of 50,000. And it came to pass that we did stand before them with such firmness that they did flee before us. Okay, so I love that. The Lamanites are super wicked. The Nephites are having a hard time. And he's like, hey, listen, we're going to stand up for what we believe in. We're going to stand up for our wives. We're going to stand up for our children. We're going to stand boldly. I love that. I underlined it. Stand boldly. And that he did speak with great energy. So he had passion. He had this like guidance from God. He's like, hey guys, everything seems really hard right now, but just like step up. Eyes on Jesus. You can do this. Keep believing, keep striving, and stand boldly for your wives, for your children. God will be with us. And as they did that, they had 30,000 in their army. 30,000, and this one had 50,000, and they still won. And they did stand strong. It says they did flee before us. They ran away. And it's like, okay, so your enemies are running away. Now here's the sad part. It came to pass that when they had fled, we did pursue them with our armies, and we did meet them again, and we did beat them. Nevertheless, the strength of the Lord was not with us. Yea, we were left to ourselves. The Spirit of the Lord did not abide in us. Therefore we had become weak, like unto our brethren. Okay, powerful thing there. God says, I will go before your face, and I will be on your right hand and on your left, and the Spirit will be with you, and I can tell you all things what you should do. And he says, okay, look, I'm going to help you. You're going to win. You have a smaller army. You're going to beat this. And they fled. They didn't have to kill them. They didn't have to have contention or fighting, and God fought the battle for them. They showed up. They got scared. They left. They were gone. And it was the moment that the Nephites decided to pursue the Lamanites after they had already run away. And then the Spirit left, because contention is of the devil. So the Spirit left, and they were left at their own, and they were strong, and they still were able to win, but they felt that lack. They had become weak like unto their brethren. So I guess they had lots of people who died, and they had a hard time because they decided to fight against what they want, what they didn't like. So it's interesting what I'm seeing and what I'm getting as I'm speaking to you is that when we stand firm in what we know, when we have that passion and that vigor in our soul for what is right, and we hold to what is right, and we go forward in faith, God fights our battles for us. And it doesn't even have to be a battle. They just run away. There's no battle. It's like God clears the way. Let's say that. God goes before you, and he clears the way, and he makes things possible that seem impossible. The moment we turn around and take control and we say, I got this, I'm going to go fight for what's right, and I'm going to make justice happen, that's when contention comes in. That's when the devil takes over our hearts. And even though we can muscle through it with our own strength and with our own fortitude to say, I'm strong, I can do this, you might still get the outcome you're looking for, but you'll do it void of the Spirit. And so it's important that we slow down, trust God, and do the action that he asks of us, but don't push it and feel like we have to do more. Seek the Lord always, eyes on Jesus. Ask him, and he will guide you so that you can do the things that will allow his Spirit to be with you, and you will watch the mountains in your life move. Oh, and today's scripture comes from Mormon chapter 2. We started on verse 22 and ended on 26. So that was 4 verses, but they were powerful for me this morning. Hopefully they were for you. Have a great day.